to bring an end to the oppressions of the enemy, and that he break every yoke. Then it talks about the love dimension of it. It is not to deal thy bread to the hungry, and that thou bring the poor that are cast out to thy house. When thou seest the naked, that thou cover him, and that thou hide not thyself from thy own flesh. That's the love factor that gives value to our prayer and fasting. You know, faith works by love, and prayer works by faith. Whatever you don't believe in prayer will never come true. And what you believe in prayer will only deliver to the level of your love for God. What you believe in prayer will only be delivered to the level of your love for God. So everything works by love. Then shall thy light break forth out of obscurity. Thy light shall break forth as the morning, and thy head shall spring forth speedily. And thy righteousness shall go before thee, and the glory of the Lord shall be thy reward. Now, that means the altar of prayer and fasting will always lead to eruption of revelation, because the blindfolding power of hell has been destroyed. Prayer and fasting will always culminate in outbreak of revelation. Do I have a witness in the house? You just have light breaking forth. It was from the altar of prayer I came to know what was resisting the church from growing and how to keep the church on the path of continuous growth. I didn't read that in any book. There was an outbreak of revelation that brought the church out of stagnation. And we are still celebrating that through today. It was from the altar of prayer and fasting that Deuteronomy 8 and verse 18 broke forth in my life. And I screamed, yea, I can never be poor. It was from the altar of prayer I discovered that I heard God say to me, thou shalt not borrow. October 4, 1981. So I had no privilege of trying it. Outbreak of revelation. And thy health shall spring forth speedily. So it's a covenant health therapy. Keeps you supernaturally fit as you engage in it according to the word of God. Now he went on and said, verse 9, then shalt thou call, and the Lord shall answer. So it facilitates answers to prayers. Thou shalt cry, and he shall say, here I am. Every time you pray according to the revelation of the truth on any subject, you have committed God's integrity to answer. If you ask anything according to my will, and outbreak of revelation is your access to the will of God on the subject matter that is before you. So it facilitates answers to prayers. Verse 10. If thou draw thy soul to the hungry and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness shall be as the noonday. Verse 11, and the Lord shall guide thee continually. We just heard about divine guidance. When God guides and we follow, only goodness and mercy follow us.